2 days project. We got to clean the summer mud out of here and get ready for the winter salt. And I'm going to tackle this. 25 years of my fat ass dragging across that. That cushion needs replaced. So I got hooked. The eBay people got me. Cushion seems all right, nice and firm. And this, it don't look anything like the picture on eBay. And it sure the hell don't look like my seat cover. But it is what it is. So if you're thinking about buying these seat covers off of eBay, you need to buy them for both your seats and backrests too, because if you want things to match, that's the only way it's going to match. First thing I'm going to do is I got the seat up all the way. I got to get at the back bolts here. I'm going to zip these off real quick, move the seat back again, and then get the front bolts and get this thing out of here. It should come right out because when I redid this this truck and welded those new rockers in and all that, I put anti-seize in all this. So I'm thinking it'll all come right out. It'll help if I get the anti-seize, nickel anti-seize. Use it. Okay, I got it out. I just had one connector I needed to get out. After I got the front bolts out, I tilted it back and got right in there. Got to get these 4 bolts off to get the track off. A couple screws on this side to get the side cover off. And there ain't one on that side. So far, this is pretty straightforward. I'm going to take the time to lube this track up. You know, I got this all apart. Oh, got to disconnect the seat belt. Yeah, it's in there. Need both hands. You're going to need to pull this wire through the side for the seat belt. You're going to have to take this tab off of here to get it through the hole. You just lift up on the one end, it clips onto that, and then you can go ahead and get this thing pulled through here. That was giving me fits. Now there are a couple screws. Get this off. You got to take the handle off. You got to get the electronic out, and then the lumbar. There's a screw in here. There's 2 of them that you got to get out. You can disconnect the lumbar, and then I'm going to come in and unbolt the back from it. I might have to get the cover off over here to see how that goes on, but let me get the lumbar out, and then all I'm going to do here is just pull these up like that. Peel it like a banana. Get this cable off the lumbar. Just take a screwdriver and pry this part up, and it'll come out. You need to rotate the blue end of this so that the knob lines up with the window so that you can get the cable out. And then I should be able to feed that through there. Well, so far, this side gave me the worst fit. You take the 2 bolts out on this, and then you gotta wiggle the backrest around and then slide the pin out on that side. It wasn't that big of a deal, but it was harder than just unbolting things. So now I just got to go back and start peeling that off. Oh, looks like we got something right there what is that? Is that Velcro? Oh, that's Velcro. Yeah. Oh boy. That's seen some wear. Let me get that cover off of there. Foam just fell right out. There's 2 little push pins right there that hold that on there. The new seat cushion doesn't have that. I might just put some material in here just so that they don't dig in, but I'm going to tell you, don't judge me, but I think I exceeded the weight limit for this. Look at that. The seat frame is cracked. My fat ass blew out the cushion and the seat frame. Let's take it over to the welding table. Okay, I decided to just add a washer to this. Weld it in that way. Let's take my glasses off. Oh man, can't see shit up close with them things on. Oop. Oop. I got the voltage cranked on this baby. You can back that down a little bit. Yeah, much better. Oh, that didn't sound good. That didn't sound like bacon cooking. I don't want to weld that to it. Okay. Let me fix up some of that crack right there. And grind down that ugly weld a little bit. And I'll be done with that. Hey, like I said, this cover does not have that cloth. So it just, or that cushion just sits on there. And it's going to use the new cover to hold it in place. And the new cover does not have holes for any of the accessories. So I think, I don't know how I want to do that. I don't know if I want to put the holes in first or the cover. Let me put the cover on first, and then what I might do is go back and put the holes in. Okay, so I'm just going to flip this upside down, and these just clip into the bottom of the seat frame. Looks pretty straightforward. I started off by getting the front one clipped on here, and then I've got to pull this up and around and get this latched, and then I'll come in and do the sides. I'm not going to lie to you, this is like a two-person job because you need somebody to be holding something while the other person's stretching something. Let's see if I can do it by myself. I just pulled it off. It wasn't going on right. And then I remembered that Velcro piece needs to Velcro to that. So I'm going to start with that first and then put it back on the frame. And I don't know, this is being a pain. And then I got to make room here, over here, for when this post comes through. Taking it apart was a lot easier. Well, I'm doing my best. I got some wrinkles in here. I'm doing my best stretching this. I'm pushing and pulling and in all different directions. See if I can get these wrinkles out. I got to make sure I got that post lined up with this hole, which it almost is. I'm touching it right now. It looks like I've got to pull this down. This needs to come down around the bottom here. So I've got some more stretching to do. It'll be worth it. There we go. eBay quality. Coming right apart. Junk. The cover will cover that up. Clearly, this is so much better material right here. I don't care if it says Made in USA. If it made like that in USA, don't buy it. I'm going to go ahead and the way I'm going to put these holes in here is I'll heat up a punch and just sear it through so that I don't tear the material. It'll cauterize it as I go through. That's how you do that. I got a bigger pipe for these. Okay, the best way to get this pin back in that hole is unhook this. Then you can actually reach in there with your fingers and guide it in. That's how most things that are worthwhile start. Before I put it back together, I grabbed some electrical contact cleaner. I didn't want to completely take the switch apart, so I filled it up the best I could and then just cycled the switches. I've still got cleaner in there. I'm going to flip it over here in a second and start dripping all of it out, and then I'll finish putting it back together. There we go. Got our all lubed up with the nickel anti-seize. I've got all these loosely fit in here, which means I can run them home, huh? I can tell already that putting that contact cleaner on that switch made a difference. Alright, show you what this thing looks like now. You can clearly see there be a difference in material. You can also clearly see this cover doesn't fit properly. That's not back all the way. At least I got a new pad on there. But what I am going to do, I think what I'm going to do, so I get time take material from this side and transfer it over to here, clean up that and reuse that. I don't know how happy I am with this. I got wrinkles in it, like the Velcro's not going. Like I said, American made don't mean it's better. If I thought I had carpet cleaner, I don't. Having a Bernese Mountain Dog, that should be a staple in the house. I don't understand what's going on. Anyways, this is my opinion on this. If your seat cover's trashed and your foam cushion is trashed, this is the cheapest way to go. I don't know how long this is going to last, but you saw the back of that had already started to come apart. So if you can get a couple of years out of this, this is probably what you're going to need to do if you want something that sort of looks like production. But it's not production visually, and it's not production quality-wise. With that said, I'm done for the day. It is the weekend. What shall I have? How about some nut brown? There you go. Off to it.